To get stronger and build muscle, you have to make your workouts more challenging over time, and the two most obvious methods for doing that are increasing the load and increasing the amount of repetitions you're doing. But which one of those methods is better? You're gonna hate me for this answer, but neither. Both of them are amazing methods you can use to apply progressive overload, but which one you should choose depends on various factors that I'm going to cover in this video. But first, let's actually define what each of these methods mean. Increasing the load means increasing the intensity of an exercise by either adding weight to your body or by choosing a harder progression. Let's take the pike push-up as an example. You could increase the load by either adding additional weight to your body or by putting your feet on a chair. On the other hand, increasing the amount of repetitions you're doing means simply doing more repetitions. If you did 10 pike push-ups in your last workout, you would do 11 pike push-ups in your next workout. But which one should you choose? To understand this, you first need to understand the two main constraints of training that you need to work within to build muscle and get stronger. Your workouts have to become progressively more challenging, but you also have to stay in your target rep range. For example, if your goal is to build muscle and get stronger at the same time, you should choose the 6-12 rep range since it's the perfect middle ground between strength and hypertrophy. If you only cared about strength, you would choose the 3 to 6 rep range, but if you only cared about growing muscle, you would choose anything between 6 and 30 reps. Then, you choose the necessary load that is difficult, but also make sure that you don't do less than 6 and more than 12 reps. Let's say it's elevated pike push-ups for 9 reps. Now you have two options. You can progress either by doing more reps or by increasing the load. In my opinion, the simplest way is to do both. Add reps and increase the load only when you start moving out of your target rep range. This means that you would progress all the way from 9 to 12 pike push-ups and only then increase the load to ensure that you stay in the 6 to 12 rep range. You could increase the load by either adding weight to your body or by choosing a harder progression, for example a handstand push-up against the wall. If you chose the second option, you'd probably drop down to 6 or 7 reps and continue the cycle again. The next load increase will have to be additional weight because I don't think you can progress further than a handstand push-up against the wall without adding extra weight because you're literally moving your entire body weight. Another option is to just stay at 9 reps and progress by only increasing the load, but that would work only if you could increase the load by small increments each time, for example with a weight twist. If the only load increase available to you was the next progression, you wouldn't be able to stay at 9 reps simply because the load increase is too huge. If you could do 9 elevated pike push-ups, you'd maybe be able to do 4 handstand push-ups against the wall, and that's out of your target rep range, so you'd be much better off by increasing the reps before increasing the load. On the other hand, while you could get stronger and bigger by only increasing the load by small increments, you couldn't do that by only increasing the reps because eventually you'll move out of your target rep range and become one of those people who do 50 push-ups and wonder why they're not growing bigger and stronger. At that point, doing push-ups is so easy that it's basically cardio, so if you care about building muscle, you shouldn't increase your reps past the 30 rep mark, but if you also care about getting stronger, you shouldn't increase reps past the 12 rep mark. Another thing that you should know is that all rep and load increases aren't made equal. Progressing by 1 rep in a set of 20 is a much smaller increase in volume than progressing by 1 rep in a set of 5. The first example is a 5% increase, but the second example is a 20% increase, even though both of them progress by 1 rep. The opposite is true for load increases. Increasing the load by 10 pounds in a set of 20 is a much bigger increase in volume than increasing the load by 10 pounds in a set of 5 because it's a larger fraction of the total weight that you're using. This means that you shouldn't expect to progress in load and reps at the same time with high and low rep sets, so be prepared for that. In conclusion, increasing the reps and load are good methods of progression, but both of them come with their limitations. If the loading jumps are too huge, you should increase reps, but if you start moving out of your target rep range, you should increase the load. All of this comes down to one main point: your ability to stay in the target rep range and train hard. If you're able to do that, the difference between increasing the load and reps is really tiny. Load increases are generally better for strength, while rep increases are generally better for hypertrophy, but you'll get the best of both worlds if you train in the 6-12 rep range, so don't overthink it. I really hope that you found this video helpful and that you now know whether you should increase the reps or the load. If you do, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe to my channel, and comment in down below any future video ideas that I should consider. You can also check the description for the best 9 bodyweight exercises for beginners and my Instagram, where I post my daily workouts and lifestyle in general. And have an awesome day. Peace!